Just looking for my favorite snack, like I did when I was in college, because I was always hungry. Yum. People underestimate the benefit of snacks for college students. Something I'm not going to forget to talk about in this video. There's nothing in here though. So what exactly do you need for college? Definitely a stock fridge, definitely a backpack, definitely some books. Speaking of backpacks. Oh my gosh, the benefit of a good backpack in college. A waterproof backpack that has storage, a spot for your sunglasses, a spot for your ID card, and just generally something that's comfortable because you are going to be walking a lot. So, welcome to this video. I really like college, obviously, so I'm going to be starting or continuing, because I've already done a couple college videos, a Cam's College Talks, not Super K, but Cam's College Talks video series, every now and then, not regularly, but to talk about college, some tips, tricks, what to know, and this video is going to highlight the first year experience, so some stuff to get you started on the right foot. And it's important right now because people are going back to school, or they've already started. And so I'm going to give you some tips, tricks, if you're a parent and you want to be prepared and have some things to tell your student, or just to be knowledgeable about yourself. If you're a 10-year-old and you're like, I really want to go to college, oh my gosh, college is so cool, because it is. Have fun, enjoy it. If you're just here because you are supporting my channel, that's awesome too. And if you're a college student getting ready to go to college, these tips will also apply to transfer students, to second years, third years, fourth years, fifth years. So let's get started. So, my first tip, the biggest tip, one of my biggest shticks, is don't skip class. You are literally paying to go to school, whether that, if you know right now your campus is doing Zoom meetings, there is especially no reason to miss school unless you have no internet connection. Some personal experience for me, my first semester, I made it a point not to miss any classes. I was like, I'm going to do this. I think I missed one class because I literally could not go because I had the flu. And I had an okay GPA. I wasn't super proud of it. Second semester, I slept in, I slept through class, I slacked off. I became an RA, and you had to have a certain GPA to keep the job, and I missed it by 0.01, and it came from attendance that I missed this as well. And so thankfully I was able to show that I could be an RA, and that's another story. But my point, attendance does matter. If I had gone and I had learned the techniques and it was math was the downfall, math and history, I wouldn't have been in that situation where I stressed all summer on, oh my gosh, am I going to be still okay? What's my future in college going to look like? Luckily, I was never on academic probation, but don't skip class. The more you show up, the more professor is going to know you, even if it's a Zoom call. Interact within the chat. If you're actually going to campus, even better, your professor knows you, they see you, raise your hand every now and then, and get seen by your professor. Be open to new experiences. This goes with classes and with meeting people and opening your mind. This is really your time to understand yourself, understand what's important to you. And that's a psychological piece too, right? We, at this age, are beginning to differentiate from parents, from basically your family of origin. That's not like disconnect from them, but differentiation is you're creating your own life. You're beginning to create your own ecosystem, your own beliefs, your own thought processes, what's important to you. So be open to new experiences. You're out of home for the first time. And so really take in everything. Meet new people. Meet people from different walks of life, from different religions. Go to clubs. Find out what different clubs do, how you can get involved in the community you're in. Even if, like for me, I moved to a college town that was 30 minutes away from my hometown, but I still made it a point to explore the town, and I found a lot of cool things. Be social. That goes along with being open to new experiences. Now, if you're not a social person, I get that. If you just want to go to school, get your degree, that's your own prerogative. But being social, meeting people, I was able to get my job because I met the people that were in charge. I made connections. College is more than just getting your degree. It's building a network of people that are going to be your support system, that are going to be potential job interviews, that are going to be potential connections for when you have a job and you're like, oh, I really need someone that's really good at tech. I need someone that can help me write a resume. I need XYZ, that you have this connection and this support system around you, and professional support system as well. Get your GE classes done first. Don't make a CAM or a Super K mistake. I spent the first 3 years of my undergraduate career taking Spanish classes because I wanted to be a Spanish teacher. Now, that was great, right? I loved Spanish. I thought I was going to be the best Spanish teacher out there until I realized I was terrible at Spanish. Terrible at Spanish. But I wouldn't call it wasted. I spent a lot of time not taking my GEs. Other than my first semester, I took 3 GE classes back to back. Other than that, I took Spanish. And so when I realized this was not for me, I can't compose myself in the foreign language, I switched into child development, and I did the same thing. I'm just going to take these classes so that I can, at the end just take my GEs. And it was another failed attempt because even though I stuck with child development, I realized that was not the specific route that I wanted to go to, and so I had to find another major that kind of fit in that pathway, so I didn't end up staying for 6 to 7 years. So I was able to graduate in 5 years, but I could have gotten out in 4 years if I had, planned ahead, taken the GEs, realized that my passion was in psychology, and with humans. Not that children aren't humans, but they're tiny humans. So yes, get your GE classes done. It's your time to explore. Again, being open to new experiences. GE classes are your time to explore different majors, find something that fits. Not something that you necessarily like, but something that you're really good at, that comes easily to you or is a challenge and you really like it. Invest. This is going to sound really silly because the other ones have been like ways of thinking. Invest in a wall calendar. When I began trying to get my grades up, I went from a 2.4, which was yikes, to a 3.8 because I planned everything out on a wall calendar. A lot of people now, they're like, but I have it in my phone, it's fine. When you have it on a wall and you're waking up every morning, if it's not a wall calendar, like a whiteboard, and you're writing important dates on there, you're seeing it on there, you're seeing it on your phone, you're seeing it on if you have a watch, and you're getting it ingrained in your mind. I have a test I need to study. Makes it a lot harder to procrastinate and put things off. Definitely wall calendar, whiteboard, place to jot down your ideas. Whiteboards are fun because people can write on them when they come and visit you, or you can write, inspirational quotes if you're about that. Live, laugh, love. Utilize as many of the free services that are afforded to you, from your university. So whether it be a fitness center, whether it be counseling, whether it be the library, spots to hang out. I know that there's a lot that's closed right now, but there's a lot that's still open. There's a lot that you still get. My university had an amazing gym. That's the first thing that I signed up for. It's called The Rec, Chico State. I made it a point during Welcome Week. They walked us over. They signed us up. From that point on, I made it a point to at least go 3 times a week. I want more than that. But the point is, these are included in your tuition. So technically, yes, they're free services, but you're paying for them, so you might as well use them. It's again, right? Don't skip going to class because you're paying for it. At least experience it. If the gym's not for you, there's other things usually in those fitness centers. There's usually pools. There's usually climbing centers. So utilize those services. Counseling. People don't realize that outside of your university and once you graduate, counseling services are not free. Now, that's not saying every university has free counseling, but most of them it's included as a wellness cost. And counseling is expensive. And usually you can go, and as long as you're a student, you can get free counseling. Whether it's a once a week check in or once a month, usually a counseling center charges upwards of $100. This is free to you. Use it, especially if you are feeling homesick. Go see a counselor. They're going to talk to you about that. They're going to give you techniques on how to feel better. So definitely advocate for that. Using the free spaces. Don't just stay in your room. If it's a sunny day, grab a towel and go sit out on a lawn. I know you all are probably already using the free Wi-Fi that you get. So those are cool things. If you're living in the dorms, they also do free programs. Programs is what they call them. They put on fun events. Hang out, go grab a free slice of pizza, meet new people. Lastly, invest in good tech. This is not sponsored by any specific, I wish it was sponsored, any specific electronic brand. But you get what you pay for. If you can afford it, get a good laptop. This is going to be your lifeline, other than if your dorm has, has a computer lab, but those aren't always open, those aren't always readily available. I like my MacBook. That's what I've had since I started college. They're reliable. They're not cheap, but it has lasted me throughout college, throughout my master's degree, except for when I broke my Mac, but that's a different story. But find out what you need for your major too, right? If you need a specific laptop for your major, don't get the cheapest thing that you can get. If you can afford it, right? That comes from a place of privilege, me saying invest in good tech. Headphones, even if they're just like plug-in earbuds, if you have a roommate, it's a great way to be able to drown out the noise. A good alarm clock, if you're an iPhone user, if you have a cell phone, most people do nowadays, it's a good alarm clock. I was notorious my second semester for just snooze, and I would snooze for like hours. I'm still a snoozer. And so I had to invest in a alarm clock that literally shook my bed to wake me up. Because that's just how it was. So if you're one of those people, get an alarm clock that's really loud that you can put somewhere, away from your room. Or there's those alarm clocks that have a toy that shoots up and you have to catch it to turn off the alarm clock. Anything that's going to get you out of bed. Lastly, if you're a coffee drinker, if you're a tea drinker, make sure you're stocked up on those because college is exhausting. This is a time where you're going to class, you're trying to meet new people, and people will have, it's called fear of missing out or FOMO, which will cause you to do really stupid things, like staying up till 3 a.m. if you have a class that is at 8, or just doing dumb stuff. And if you're missing sleep, you're not going to want to go to class, so stay hydrated, get caffeinated, but also treat your body well. So this isn't just a time to pig out on ramen. It's cheap, it's cost effective, but you're going to feel like crap after your first couple weeks. Freshman 15 is real. Use the dining hall if it's open. Eat healthy. Get a smoothie maker. Get some frozen fruit. That doesn't go bad. Blend fruit with apple juice, and there you've got a smoothie, and it's healthy, and you're going to feel a lot better than if you're just eating ramen and cup noodles and Kraft mac and cheese is cheesiest. But those things, they're processed, they weigh you down, they make you feel like crap. I lived off chicken nuggets my senior year because I had a microwave finally, and coffee. But invest in a protein powder, invest in frozen foods, yogurt, if you have a fridge and you're able to, because those foods fuel your body. And lastly, have fun. College is an amazing time, and this isn't going to be the last time we talk about college because I'll talk about the dorm experience, my dorm experience specifically. But have fun. And I think that's what a lot of the points that I'm trying to make, meeting new people, being open to experiences, being social, that's all triggered around enjoying your 4 years. And enjoy the time because it goes by really fast and you're going to miss it when it's gone. I really hope you enjoyed this kind of new spin for Super K fitness and wellness. I really like talking about college, and I think it's something that a lot of people go into without knowing anything. So I wanted to prepare you guys for this, you gals, young people, because I'm not young anymore. But I hope you have a great day and a great semester. And if you have any questions, drop them below. Like, thumbs up. See you later. Bye.